So welcome guys again. Thank you for watching another video. This time around, I hope it works. So in this video, what I'm going to talk to you about, it's going to be how to monitor your business credit and why you should keep an eye, like a close eye, on your business credit. So stay tuned. Welcome back again, guys. What we're going to talk about, like I said, is give you some tips about monitoring your business credit. I'm gonna talk about the sources and the platforms where you should go and manage and monitor your business credit, and why you should do that regularly. So there are a few places where you can actually monitor your business credit, but I'm gonna give you one place where you can definitely keep track on your business credit from a lot of sources. So I'm talking about NAF. NAF is a platform that I utilize to monitor my own business credit. And the reason why I like NAF is because it allows you to get your business credit report from 4 sources. So one of those sources, NAF allows you to monitor your paychecks from Dun & Bradstreet. It also allows you to manage your credit from Experian, IntelliScore Plus. You can also monitor the Equifax delinquency score, and lastly but not least, so it also allows you to see the FICO small business scoring service. So that's one of the reasons why I love having NAF. Of course, it is a paid platform, but I don't think you're going to find the information you're looking for in your business credit, the detailed information you will need on your business credit on a free platform. So NAF, it's only $39, I believe. I'm paying a little more because this is allowing me to track all 4 of the business bureaus that I mentioned to you before. So one of the reasons why that's very important is because you don't want to be doing all these transactions and placing all these orders from a vendor, and then come to find out that they're not reporting those transactions. So it has happened in the past, vendors that you're placing orders and you're buying from, and then you come to find out that they did not, report those orders to the business credit bureaus. So that's why it's very important that, I showed you in another video how you can keep track of the orders that you place, the date that you place those orders, the date that is due, and the date that you should pay those orders on. Now, having that tracking, and then you can go back to that vendor, because I showed you in that video that I have a Google Sheet detail per vendor with the details of the order, the dates and everything. Having that information allows you to go back and check with the vendor and see if they reported those orders. So this is why you want to have a combination of that Google Sheet along with monitoring your business credit, so you make sure that all of your orders are being reported. And that's my segue to also talk about why I always encourage you to build a business relationship with somebody on the inside from the underwriting team. Because what happens with that is that, since you already have built that information with that person, you can definitely reach out to them and say, hey, they haven't reported this order, so can you please let me know when can I expect this order to be reported? Can you put me in contact with the person, or can you please send a note that I called saying that this order hasn't been reported? So that's the importance of you building that business relationship with somebody on the inside, I always encourage you to do that. So one of the important things about business credit is that you're doing this with a goal in mind. So you're just not randomly building business credit because you want to have it or for no reason at all, or to get in debt. So definitely, before you start building business credit, you want to have a goal in mind to strategically build this business credit, and then you can leverage that business credit towards your goal. In my case, like I've said many times in the videos, the reason why I'm building all this business credit, it's because I wanted to invest in the future in real estate, and having these business credits and accounts like Best Buys and the fuel cards that I have, that will allow me to leverage the credit, and then I can preserve the cash and utilize it in something else that I don't get the credit for. And that way I can just start building up my business and my wealth, and that's the idea actually. So I was speaking with somebody today that I was coaching about business credit, and that person was saying, that person is a real estate investor. So they were telling me how having a Quill account or placing a Quill order or an Office Depot order doesn't really do anything for them because it's not aligned with the kind of business that they're doing. And the truth of the matter is, with business credits, there's two sides to it. You may be applying for a trade line or a line of credit or business credit that is not aligned with your line of business. However, that trade line reports to the key credit business credit bureaus, which is going to help you and propel you in the future to establish your business credit and allow you to apply for other accounts that are aligned with your line of business. So with this person, they were telling me how placing an order, there's nothing in Office Depot or Quill that they can use because of the business that they do. There's sometimes that you have to make a little sacrifice. The first account that I opened when I started building my business credit, it was a Summa office supply. I mean, if you have ever gotten an account with them, you will find out that actually what they sell is digital products, stuff that you have to download. And I'll tell you the truth, I have never used that stuff that I purchased that one time. However, you have to make the sacrifice if you have a goal in mind. So I went ahead anyway and purchased the product. It was $75. Again, I never used it. I never had use for it, but I had to. I think I didn't have to, but I wanted to, because that was going to help me build my business credit. And indeed, that was the first Net 30 account that I got. And though it didn't have anything to do with my business and what I do, I have to make the investment because I was trying to build my business credit. And that's exactly what I told this person. It's like, look, this may have nothing to do with what you do, but you have to place an order. I mean, it doesn't have to be a big order. You can, purchase $50 worth of supplies from Quill, and they will report that transaction to your Dun & Bradstreet. One of the things that I order from Quill and Office Depot, it's PPE equipment. So those are the things that I order from there. I order, gloves, masks. I order hand sanitizer. I order ink for my printer. Just a few things that I order. I order notepads. I order things that, while not aligned with what I do, definitely those are some things that I can find some use for it. So, as I say, the hand sanitizer, I can use it anywhere. I even have always one in my car. I have the notepads that I use to take notes. I mean, you have to find a way to make it work and start building your business credit. Going back to the initial point about monitoring your credit, so one of the things that I have from Dun & Bradstreet was Credit Builder. The Credit Builder, that's a little expensive. I mean, once you get your DUNS number, you will get a call from Dun & Bradstreet, and they'll try to sell you this service, which is anywhere from $1,200 to $1,400 a year. Again, I had it for a little bit, and it was very useful because it tells you, whenever you have an inquiry, it tells you when your paydex drops or rises. It tells you, when your risk profile fluctuates. It even has an amount that they suggest the vendor should give you based on your credit worthiness. But I discontinued that service because, again, paying for that service though, it's so confined because it's just them, you know what I mean? They have their DUNS number. I discontinued the service. I don't think it's worth it really paying that much money for that. So all in all, I really do recommend the NAV service. You can pay $39 or you can pay $189, I believe that I pay for the year, and it allows me to track those 4 business credit bureaus. So that is the video that I want to record about tracking your business credit, why it is important for you to track your business credit. It allows you to really, monitor the reporting from the vendors that you have trade lines with, so you make sure that your transactions and orders are being reported. That's the idea, right? You want to build that business credit, so you want to make sure that all of your vendors are reporting. Some of them, they forget sometimes. It's very unlikely, very rarely, but some of them, they do forget to report, so you have to give them a ring and tell them that, that transaction was not reported. Now keep in mind that some of the vendors report quarterly. Usually all vendors, they report every month, but some of them, they do report quarterly. So make sure that you get in contact with your vendor and just tell them, ask them what is the date for their statements, the cutout date for their statement. That way you can figure out when they're going to report, so you can keep an eye on that. Okay guys, thank you so much. Do not forget to subscribe down below. Click the subscribe button. I really appreciate that. We worked really hard to put this information out for you, so we hope that information is being of value. If that's the case, please subscribe. That's the least you can do for us. And if you have already subscribed, thank you so much. We appreciate that. So don't forget to hit the like button so we can be discovered by a wider audience. I was recently approved for another application. This is a good one, so keep an eye out for that. And thank you so much, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.
Just do your thing. Don't worry about what others think. Just keep on moving on. Keep on moving on. Hey. Yeah.